Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Morning Garden, and we were talking yesterday and the day about growing more. And that's the title of this video, Growing More. I was talking to a gentleman today that came onto the job site, and we were talking about how we could grow more. And I was amazed by the gardening experience that he had had in his life. You just never know, and you never can tell who is actually a gardener and who's not. Um, and he mentioned something to the effect of bat guano. He had a barn. His family had a barn rather, and the bats would be there, and there would be hundreds of them or 100, and they would leave all this great fertilizer in locations where he could find it and use it on his garden. And he called that his secret weapon. That's what he called it. And I was telling him that I do a little bit of cow manure, which is black cow, that I do for my garden. I use it in my garden, and it really does a great job. So I'm really, very happy that everything's going so fine in my garden. We talked about growing more, and the only way you can grow more, a lot of times, is that if you can afford to do it, if you have the space to do it, um, and if you have the time to do it. But I have uh, found that it's a great thing to have, especially if you have the money to do it, and you can save a ton of money when you are doing your garden. You can save a ton of money. For instance, I've been showing people this week, and I've been doing it for the last 15 years. I grow my own plants. When I grow my own plants, I save a ton of money because the average. Now, if some of you out there have any experience what you paid for plants in the past, um, I have paid $3 years ago, and I got back away from that and decided that I want to grow my own, uh, my own, my own seedlings. And there are a lot of things to learn about seedlings because they need a few things in order to grow the correct way. One, you definitely need to keep them at a proper temperature. That's very essential. And two is the proper lighting. The lighting is always going to be a big factor because back in the day when I first started out, I used to grow what they call lanky type of seedlings. I didn't think there was anything wrong with them. I had gained more knowledge and found that if you grow lanky seedlings, you can have some problems or issues with them. But now I use the lights, and the way that I keep my plants from getting lanky is that once they come off of the heat mat, once they have germinated and came off of the heat mat, the very next step is that I put them uh, underneath the lights, and the lights are essential for growth and development. Um, Keeping the lights at the right distance above the plants, anywhere from 2 to 3 inches above the plants, and they will help your plants to grow and be strong. The temperatures right now that we're dealing with here in Maryland, and it keeps is around 45 to 50 degrees on average. Now we're expecting some big jumps in the temperatures. We don't know how long this will last, but for right now, it's a situation where uh, we're definitely noticing a difference. Okay, so the peppers that I have that are growing, I started 8 weeks ago. Wish I could have did it 10 weeks, but 8 weeks. And then we have the tomatoes. I started roughly about 8 weeks ago. Started those 8 weeks ago. Zucchini, I want to start that 4 weeks before the last frost. Eggplants are growing very well. I put those in about 8 weeks ago. And we have melons. And melons are definitely 4 weeks. Okra, is another plant that should be put in 4 weeks. And it helps the plants when you put a mature plant in the ground as opposed to uh, you know, you got to know what you're doing when you do this. And everything's about timing and also about the amount of care that you're going to put on the flowers or the plants. All right, so that's it, folks, for me today. This is The Morning Gardener. Thank you very much for tuning in. And the show is entitled How to Grow More. And there's a few things you got to do in order to grow more. So I hope that the information we went over with helps you out. And remember to leave some comments. I appreciate that very much. And have a good day. Remember to keep on growing.